Today I'm going to show you how to make these super cute layered pinwheel bows. Obviously we're going a little bit back to basics. These are going to be made on the templates, and I'm going to be using a 3-inch template and a 4-inch template. Now I don't tend to measure when I make these kind of bows, I just tend to wrap them around the template in the method that I'm going to show you. So if you're unsure of the sizes, you can just play around, but I'll put the sizes that I sort of recommend as we go along. And like I said, don't forget to like, share and subscribe and hit the notification bell so you get notified when I release new videos. I try to do at least 2 a week, but it's often more. And do come and join me over on Facebook, because I have my Facebook group and I'm always active in there chatting to everyone on a regular basis. So to save us a bit of time, I have already done my 1-inch ribbon on my 3-inch template, because when I'm doing these layered ones, as you can see here, this is 1.5-inch ribbon. This is 1-inch ribbon, and I think that just makes it, gives it a little bit more of extra dimension. So that's what I like to do. I like to do the 1.5-inch ribbon, 1-inch ribbon. So the 1-inch ribbon's been done with the 3-inch template, and we're going to do the 1.5-inch ribbon on the 4-inch template. So I start wrapping it round, and I like to do it so it's halfway over my curve here. And then I use my prongs to wrap that round. And you want to go over, so it's over that one, round, make sure it's around there, and over. And as you can see, I've cut that one a little bit too long, so you can wiggle it a little until you've got even amounts on both sides. That's a bit better. There we go. Just clip those both in place. And this is what the front of your template will look like, and this is what the back of your template will look like. And I happen to like keeping all of my ribbon on rolls like this, so I literally just take my elastic bands off and wrap it round and work out how much I need. If I'm making 2 at a time, I'll cut the 2 same amounts at the same time and then pin them like so. Now the stitch placement again is exactly the same on both sizes, and I always do it like this to get 2 creases on each piece. So you start from above, 1, 2, 3. I do 4 stitches across each of these pieces here, and your first stitch starting on the next piece should always be from above. And I'll show you the back in a minute, because you'll see the placement for that as well. Okay. Watch your corner. And last one, let's just triangle that first. Last one will be from above, coming through that last bit there. So in, 1, 2, out, in, 1, 2, out, in, 1, 2, out, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 in total. And we'll have these 2 on these 2 bits here. We'll take it off the template and we'll cinch and show the rest of the stitch placement. So slip that off, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 12 stitches. Stitch placement gives you 6 creases in total, because it's the amount of back stitches tells you how many creases your bow is going to have. When we're making these things, we want them to be balanced, because the more balanced your making is, the better your bows will look overall, because as you can see, your loops stay nice and even, your tails will be the same length, and they will all be regulated so they all look the same as you're making them. And the better at that part of it that you get, the better the like skill level of your bows will go up. And then I'm going to stitch this one off in the back. And you'll always notice in all of my video tutorials, I always have longer tails. Now there's a reason I do this, because of my dyspraxia, which is like to do with not being able to tell my left from my right and depth perception and things like that. I am a nightmare for cutting my tails in the wrong direction or cutting them too short when I misjudge them. When I'm trying to do something freehand, I am terrible at like misjudging, and it's much easier to have a bit of area to work down to because you can't add ribbon in. So that's why I always do them slightly longer. So now I've got our 1-inch version, and as you can see, because I don't like glue, I've left this on. We're going to line our bows up so that they're both on the centre, and then we're going to take our thread and we're going to wrap it round a good few times, between 3 and 5, and pull it really tight so that they're very closely layered together, like so. And then once you're happy that it's completely solid and not going to move, you can stitch off in back. Now on my pinwheels, I like to do them as pigtail sets, so perfect sizes for pigtail sets in my opinion. So I do tend to attach them to bobbles because my nieces tend to wear them as pigtail sets. I don't think I've got a purple. I haven't got a purple, so unfortunately I'll have to go with my 2 closest colours that I've got at the moment, which is these ones. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my roller and that's 2.5 centimetres from that end. That's 3, so that's been a little bit longer. And again, move it to that corner. That's 5. To that corner, 4. So one side's shorter, that one's longer, so we're going to cut that the 1 centimetre down to begin with. I'm going to cut that a little bit shorter as well because that's 1 centimetre longer as well. That's better, already looking more balanced. And then, like I said, you can spike your tails, you can curve your tails, you can do whatever you particularly like to do on your tails. Just when you're doing it, make sure you don't cut into that loop there. I like my nice curves. You can do them longer, you can do them shorter. It is entirely your own preference. If you like them nice and boxy, do them like nice and boxy. If you like them to have like a little bit of a flared tail, do them with a little bit of a flared tail. It is whatever you like for your design. As long as you heat seal your edges so that you have no fraying, you're absolutely fine. And heat seal in the blue clear bit of the flame. There you go. And I've made them a little bit more squared, so I'm just going to add a little bit more of a curve to those. You see, this is why we do it a little longer. Better. On this side, same thing. Much better. So there we go. That's the look that we get with the 4-inch and the 3-inch template. Like I said, it gives you just the right amount of colour distance in my opinion, but like I said, you can play around. You could do your 3-inch with your 5-inch, you could do your 1/2 inches if you've got the 1/2 inch templates instead. But like I said, you can, the best thing about the templates is you can literally do whatever you want with them. So I'm going to take my bobble, and I tend to use these seamless ones, and I always glue where I can see the join. I'm going to put a bit of glue here, place my bobble in the join, and then I've got this matching 9mm that matches my colour theme of my ribbon, my pattern ribbon. So I'm going to heat seal that. I'm going to use the excess glue around the bobble and hold that in place. And when you're doing your pinwheels, make sure to move that side to that side and this side to this side. So that's over there and that's over there, and then wrap round twice. Just going to reheat seal that. There we go. Nice and square, as squared as you can get them. I like to pull them really, really tight. Make sure they're lined up with the original ribbon beneath. And if you want to, if you do a twist on the second layer, get a nice, interesting looking middle. Cut that extra off. Heat seal our edge again. Touch of glue. Glue that down. And then I just like to remanipulate my loops and make sure that they're all sat just how I like them. Move any glue stringers. And there we go, a cute layered pinwheel bow. Thanks for watching, and I'll speak to you all soon. Bye!